Happy holidays, everyone. It's 2017, and I wanted to give everyone a quick tour of my Civil War relic room. So welcome. It all started with my father, Wayne Koblenz, who has taught U.S. history for 42 years. My father is an avid Civil War collector of photographs and letters, but for me, I always wanted to find a Civil War bullet. So, like so many other people, I went on YouTube and started watching Civil War relic videos. And of course, I found Aquachigger, Beau Amiette's great videos on finding history. I was instantly hooked. I could not wait to get my first Civil War metal detector. My wife, Suzanne, surprised me and bought me a Garrett Ace 350 in the spring of 2012. I was fortunate enough to meet Mr. Bill Robinson in the fall of 2012, where Bill took me to one of his spots where I was fortunate to find my first Civil War bullets. All three were 3-ringers, but as you can imagine, I was instantly hooked. Since then, I've had the opportunity to hunt so many sites the last 5 years. In Virginia, outside Fredericksburg, where I found my first breastplate, now just a skin, but still my first plate. Battle of Chancellorsville, where I found my first Enfield bullet, which has a 57 in the cavity. And also, since I live in Maryland, I've hunted a lot of Antietam sites. Now, most Antietam sites have been hit really hard. However, there's still a lot of stuff in the ground, as you can see. I've also hunted South Mountain, where recently I found my first U.S. belt buckle. This one is an 1839 waist plate. Here's some cavalry battles. I also was able to find some relics from the Battle of Boonesboro, which was a cavalry battle that took place after Gettysburg. Here are some of my relics from the Monocacy battlefield. Also, I found my first Confederate button. This is a block I. I was fortunate enough to be with Beau on this one. Here's some other Antietam relics. Recently, I also met Ryan O'Connell, who's a fellow relic hunter, and together, him and I started hunting together, and we formed Mason-Dixon Diggers. This is my breastplate I just found recently, completely intact, from Jug Bridge. And if you watch Beau Amiette's recent video, Ryan and I took Beau to Gettysburg at one of our permissions. As you can tell, I've done pretty well, and so has Ryan. There's some of my Monocacy bullets. I'm originally from Middletown, Maryland, and there was actually a small cavalry battlefield that happened there in 1864, and I was able to find a fired Spencer and a Sharps and a drop Sharps. Here are some bricks from Fort Washington, Maryland. Additionally, I also have a museum dedicated to those that came before us. This is a collection of Don Hanks. Don owned Gettysburg Relics. Don recently retired, but I was able to buy a small piece of his collection. This is the great Bill Gavin. Bill Gavin was a prominent Civil War hunter back in the 50s and 60s and early 70s. I found this on GettysburgRelics.com and am fortunate to have a piece of his collection. The National Park Service also featured the Rosensteel collection. Unfortunately, the new museum does not feature most of the Rosensteel collection, so some of it was sold. And fortunately for me, I was able to buy one piece. As you can tell, I still have a long ways to go, but I do enjoy this hobby. And my son James, hello James.
I found a couple things.
Has found a couple things as well.
My first thing I found was a piece of an old Civil War fork. I suppose the story was a Civil War soldier dropped their fork in a hurry at their camp. And then this is my first bullet I ever found.
Yes,
I believe someone shot it and it missed and it just hit down into the ground. And this is my square nail. I don't know what it's supposed to be for. I believe it's just supposed to be for some box. And then I found this strange little toy thing by a river, basically. And it was by a Civil War place. And then, most of all, we got coal. I believe this was coal that was going to get transported to be in a train, but apparently they lost, and maybe the soldiers that were transporting it got shot.
Oh, very good. Well, that concludes our tour, but thank you very much for watching. Again, I hope everyone has a great holiday. And I look forward to getting out and find more silver relics soon. Thank you.